Cardi B spent $1.2 million on a Super Bowl afterparty for Stefon Diggs, and then walked out. Yes, you heard that right. One of the most extravagant celebrations in NFL history, only to end in a dramatic split. What really went down at Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco? And how did the presence of Diggs' ex change the entire vibe? Stick around, because the full story is even more shocking than the headlines. It all started months ago when Stefon Diggs led the New England Patriots to their first Super Bowl appearance in years. This wasn't just a game, it was a milestone. And Cardi B made it clear she wanted to celebrate that milestone in style, no matter the cost. Reports say she planned a celebration that would make even Hollywood parties blush. For private jets, over 100 guests, luxury suites, and an after-party designed to make everyone feel like VIPs. The total? $1.20 million. Now, imagine the logistics. Cardi B wasn't just inviting her inner circle. She wanted a massive guest list that included friends and family from both her side and Diggs' side. Out of the 100 attendees, 40 had exclusive seats in a private suite valued at $125,000. That's not just a seat. It's the ultimate Super Bowl experience, complete with privacy, comfort, and a front-row view of the spectacle. The remaining 60 guests weren't left out either. Cardi covered their tickets, totaling somewhere between $700,000 and $725,000. And if that's not enough, she booked 4 private jets to transport everyone to San Francisco, a cost of roughly $250,000. Drinks, hospitality, after-party venue, and an alcohol bill of $222,000? She covered it all. The after-party venue alone cost $30,000. In short, no expense was spared. Cardi was going all in. But then came the twist. During Bad Bunny's halftime show, Cardi B made her cameo in the Casita segment, dancing alongside Karol G, Alex Earl, Pedro Pascal, and Jessica Alba. It was a star-studded moment, but immediately after, Cardi left the venue. No cheers, no post-game excitement, just an abrupt exit. And rumors started swirling immediately. The Patriots had lost 29-13 to the Seattle Seahawks. But the loss wasn't the only headline. Cardi and Diggs' breakup rumors exploded. Social media noticed immediately. Both unfollowed each other on Instagram. That subtle move fueled speculation, and fans were quick to connect the dots. So what triggered this sudden split after such an over-the-top celebration? The answer lies in the guest list. Stefon Diggs' ex-partner, Kiana Barber, attended the Super Bowl with their baby boy. She cheered for Diggs in Patriots colors, front and center. That apparently created tension. Cardi B, who had spared no expense, reportedly left because of the presence of Diggs' ex-partner. An emotional twist nobody saw coming. To understand the gravity, let's rewind. Just weeks prior, Cardi and Diggs appeared to be on good terms. She attended the AFC Championship game on January 25 in Denver, Colorado, supporting Diggs as he led the Patriots to the Super Bowl. Everything looked perfect. The energy, the smiles, the camaraderie, it seemed like a power couple on the rise. But by February 3rd, everything had changed. A $1.2 million party meant to celebrate Diggs' Super Bowl milestone became a symbol of tension, awkwardness, and heartbreak. The optics were everywhere. Expensive suites, private jets, luxury hospitality. And yet, a relationship unraveling right before fans' eyes. Let's break down the spending. $125,000 for private suites, $700,000 to $725,000 for standard tickets, $250,000 for private jets, $30,000 venue rental, $222,000 alcohol, $9,000 for drinks and hospitality during the game. That's the breakdown of an unprecedented NFL celebration, all overshadowed by personal drama. Now, some might ask, why did Cardi B go to such lengths? There's no question she wanted to celebrate Diggs' achievement. First Super Bowl appearance, no matter the outcome, is a milestone. And Cardi is known for going big. But this story isn't just about money. It's about emotions, jealousy, and timing. Social media erupted. Fans debated endlessly. Was leaving the event the right move? Did the presence of Diggs' ex justify her exit? Or was this a PR spectacle waiting to explode? Even NFL insiders weighed in, noting that relationships in the public can become complicated during major events like the Super Bowl. And it's not just fans. Celebrities in attendance noticed the tension. The Casita segment, intended to be fun and celebratory, became a flashpoint. Cardi danced with big names, smiled for cameras, but the underlying drama was unmistakable. Everyone could sense it.so what does this mean for Stefon Diggs? He now finds himself in the middle of a public relationship saga, weeks after achieving a career milestone. The Super Bowl loss to the Seahawks added fuel to the fire. Social media scrutiny is intense. Every post, every like, every unfollow is dissected. It's a reminder that fame, money, and NFL glory don't shield players from personal drama. Cardi B's exit also raises questions about Super Bowl parties and the culture around them. A $1.2 million celebration isn't just a party, it's a statement. And in this case, it was a statement interrupted by reality. It also reminds fans that behind the glitz and glamour, personal relationships are fragile, and money can't fix everything. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Multiple sources suggest that Cardi's decision wasn't impulsive. She allegedly spent months planning the perfect Super Bowl celebration, coordinating logistics, inviting high-profile guests, and covering expenses most people can't even imagine. Yet, the last-minute realization that Diggs' ex would be in attendance reportedly caused her to reconsider her plans entirely. Think about it. Private jets, luxurious suites, hundreds of thousands spent on tickets, drinks, and venues. And still, one emotional trigger caused her to leave. It's a testament to how personal dynamics can outweigh material extravagance, even in a setting like the Super Bowl. Fans are divided. Some praise Cardi for standing her ground. Others criticize the timing, arguing that a Super Bowl afterparty is meant for celebration, not personal drama. And then there's the speculation. Will this impact Diggs' performance next season? Will public attention affect his focus, especially given that this happened right on football's biggest stage? Diggs himself has remained relatively silent. No statements confirming or denying breakup rumors. No posts addressing the lavish party. The silence has only fueled speculation further. Fans and media outlets are left piecing together the story from social media clues, public appearances, and insider reports. Meanwhile, the Super Bowl itself will be remembered not just for the Seahawks' victory, but also for this drama. Bad Bunny's halftime show, the star-studded Casita moment, and Cardi B's abrupt exit have become part of the event's lore. For years to come, NFL fans and pop culture observers will reference Super Bowl 60 as the game where personal drama intersected with football history. Some insiders suggest that this could mark the beginning of a very public split, possibly amplified by media coverage. Cardi and Diggs unfollowing each other on Instagram is a small action with huge implications. In today's digital age, social media gestures are scrutinized as much as public statements. A single unfollow can send shockwaves, and let's not forget the timing. All of this happened immediately following a Super Bowl loss. Emotions were raw. The stakes were high. The presence of Diggs' ex only added to the tension. In high-pressure situations, even the smallest emotional triggers can explode. And that seems to have been the case here. Looking ahead, this story has several potential angles. NFL coverage will focus on Diggs' performance and future games. Pop culture coverage will dissect Cardi B's actions, the afterparty, and the emotional dynamics at play. Fans will continue debating online. Was leaving the event justified or an overreaction? Could money have solved this, or was this purely personal? There's also the ripple effect. Other NFL players and celebrities attending the Super Bowl are watching. The precedent set by such a high-profile drama could influence future celebrations. Private jets, luxury suites, and lavish parties are all part of the spectacle, but emotional complications may now factor into planning decisions. This story also highlights the intersection of sports, celebrity, and social media culture. The NFL isn't just a football league. It's entertainment, pop culture, and social media spectacle all at once. Players like Diggs are not just athletes. They're public figures whose personal lives are scrutinized relentlessly. Celebrities like Cardi B amplify that scrutiny, creating headlines that dominate both sports and entertainment coverage. So, what's next for Cardi B and Stefon Diggs? Will they reconcile? Will there be public statements clarifying the drama? Or will this become one of the most infamous Super Bowl stories in recent memory? A cautionary tale about love, money, and public perception in the NFL era? Only time will tell. One thing is certain. This story has captivated fans for a reason. The combination of a $1.2 million celebration, private jets, luxury suites, star-studded appearances, and an abrupt exit creates a narrative that is impossible to ignore. And the emotional undertones, jealousy, heartbreak, and personal dynamics make it compelling beyond the numbers and headlines. Fans are now left analyzing every detail. The private suite cost, the number of guests, the after-party bills. These details provide context, but the emotional story is what drives engagement. It's a classic example of how celebrity and sports drama intersect to create content that fans can't stop discussing. And let's not forget the curiosity factor. Everyone wants to know what really happened inside the after-party. Who was talking to whom? What were the conversations like? Did Diggs notice Cardi leaving? These unanswered questions keep fans engaged, sharing theories, and revisiting headlines for more clues. Social media has played a huge role in this story. From Instagram unfollows to celebrity interactions, digital platforms have amplified every nuance. Fans are dissecting posts, stories, and public appearances, piecing together a narrative that combines sports performance, celebrity culture, and personal drama. Ultimately, this story is about more than just money or a Super Bowl loss. It's about human emotions, personal boundaries, and the complex dynamics that exist when sports, celebrity, and social life collide. Cardi B's $1.2 million celebration was more than a party. It was an expression of support, love, and commitment. But when emotions clashed with reality, it became a spectacle that captivated the world. And now the question remains, was leaving the right move? Should Cardi have stayed despite the tension? Or was walking out a powerful statement about self-respect and boundaries? Fans are divided, and the debate continues. One thing is clear. This story will be remembered for years. Super Bowl 60 was historic for many reasons, but none more talked about than the lavish celebration that ended in heartbreak. It serves as a reminder that behind every headline, every public appearance, and every luxury celebration, there are human stories, complex, emotional, and sometimes unpredictable. For NFL fans, celebrity watchers, and pop culture enthusiasts, this story is a perfect storm. Drama, money, sports, and emotions all intersecting on the biggest stage in football. Cardi B's exit may have been abrupt, but it's a moment that has ensured this Super Bowl will remain in the public consciousness far beyond the final whistle. So, what do you think? Was Cardi B justified in leaving her $1.2 million celebration? Could this have been avoided? Or is this simply a case of emotions overtaking even the most extravagant plans? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story is far from over, and fans want to hear your take on one of the most shocking Super Bowl moments in recent memory. This is Hotspot NFL, where we don't just cover the game, we tell the stories behind the headlines. Stories of passion, drama, and moments that define the league, on and off the field. Make sure you stay tuned, because the fallout from this Super Bowl could affect both the NFL and celebrity culture for months to come.